Hi there everybody, this is Natasha Wilkinson, your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So, we are at the end of February and it has come to that time where I need to go through my empties. So, I'm going to say I went through a lot this week. This is just 1 week's worth of empties. Normally, I'd fill this up in 2 weeks, but I was really enjoying my melting. I have been participating in a collaboration where we're given themes each week, and I will be continuing participating in that collaboration. So last week's theme was to choose a to choose a vendor and just melt from that one vendor. So I did choose Scentsy. This was kind of the second time they did that theme. The first time I chose Pumpkin Parcel, which is a fantastic vendor here in Australia. But I chose to go back to my home roots of what I had the most product of and what I typically enjoy the most of last week, which was Scentsy. And I just really enjoyed this week's worth of melting. I do have some non-wax products which I will go through first, just so you can see what I have used. So this morning I just finished up my bathroom cleaner of Blue Grotto. So this is a sweet citrusy scent to me. I think I will be going and purchasing myself with, well, I need to purchase more bathroom cleaner because I've got none left on hand. But I think even though I normally do purchase Blue Grotto for my bathroom cleaner or squeeze the day, there are a couple of new fragrances out which I have been really enjoying in other products that have come to the cleaning line. So I really want to grab a Coastal Sunset bathroom cleaner, a Cloudberry Dreams bathroom cleaner, and a Make a Splash bathroom cleaner. So I think I'll be purchasing the Bundle and Save 3-pack next and grabbing those 3 scents. And I'm really excited to be grabbing those scents because they're not citrusy scents, whereas prior to catalogues, a lot of our scents here in Australia were citrusy scents. So speaking of Coastal Sunset, I just finished up my counter cleaning Coastal Sunset. I'm going to grab another one of this in this particular fragrance. This is such a beautiful scent for cleaning. It's vibrant, it's fresh and sweet and very summery. So we're still, even though it's our autumn winter catalogue here in Australia, we're still very much in the midst of hot weather here in Australia. We're still experiencing high 30-degree weather here in Mount Isa. So while we're experiencing that type of weather, I will be enjoying these type of scents. So finished up a dish soap in Cider Mill. I actually still think this particular fragrance is still available in our clearance section. So prior to Coastal Sunset and Cloudberry Dreams and Make a Splash coming out, this was from a holiday collection and I used to stock up big on this fragrance, but it's more of a wintry fragrance to me because it is such a fruity fragrance with just that little bit of spice. So I really enjoy cleaning with this fragrance more in the cooler weather. So I do still have a couple of counter cleans left in that fragrance that I will enjoy when the weather cools down. But I'm going to purchase some more of those summery scents while the weather's still hot. So that was non-wax products. Pods are next. So the Polar Bear Hugs, which was originally Eskimo Kiss, these were in our wall fan diffuser in the bathroom, pretty much kaput. I replaced them with, no, I replace them with Make a Splash. So Make a Splash is now currently going in the bathroom in the wall fan diffuser. So Berry Bright is almost fully done in my daughter's room. I just haven't got around to replacing the pods yet, so that's due to come out soon. And due to come out of my air purifier soon is Pink Sugarberry Mint. So they will be replaced soon. You'll probably see them as empties in my next empty and what I replaced them with in my next catalogue. So let's delve into the wax shelf. So the wax I chose to use in vendor week this week. So I had 2, I think, cubes left of coconut for coconut left in this after I made samples and warmed a bit in my bedroom. So the last 2 cubes actually went into my son's room while he was away at football and couldn't turn off the warmers. So this is beautiful, was beautiful in his room, performed really well. It got very summery, coconutty. You got that sweetness from the tiare flower that's in there. So tiare flower is like a gardenia, so you got that sweet gardenia floral, but it was very tropical with that coconut. And at the moment in his room he has a mama cat with 5 little kittens, about 6.5 weeks old, so they're almost due to find homes except the one we're keeping, and 2 birds. So it's getting a little bit stinky in there. This just brightened up and refreshened his room. Absolutely perfect. So banana berry. So it's got one of my old labels on there. This was from last year's Easter collection, and our new Easter collection is about ready to launch, so that's exciting. But this was from last year's Easter collection. This is in my Scentsy club, and I know a lot of people say it doesn't last long and they don't get much scent flow from it. If I were to put this in my open concept area, I would agree with them. But when I put this particular scent in my daughter's room, which is where this went, I don't know whether it's a warmers, her placement of the warmers, but any scent that's really light or has very little scent through will perform bang around in her room. This fills up her room, so it's in my Scentsy club because I really do enjoy the smell, but it's in my Scentsy club particularly to use in her room because I can get a whole day's performance of this particular scent in her room, and I can enjoy this really rich banana pudding scent. On cold I don't get that. On cold I get a candy, banana lolly and a strawberries and cream candy, but when it warms there's this depth and warmth that kind of makes like a banana pudding with a little bit of sweetness from berry. It's absolutely beautiful. So cinnamon and vanilla. I slept on this scent for so long. It's the only spice scent in Australia's catalogue, and it's the only spice scent we tend to get catalogue out in Australia. And I slept on it thinking when I smelt the testers, it's just a basic cinnamon vanilla scent. So I tended to buy more of the spice scents that come out in Christmas collections and things like that. But I do have a customer that purchases this in bulk. After warming it, I can see why. This to me, even though it's a spice scent and I typically gravitate towards spice scents more in winter, was soft enough and sweet enough that I could enjoy as a bakery in summer. So I had a few cubes left of that which I used up in my kitchen area, along with the last few cubes I had left of crumb top in this clamshell. So this is basically a oats scent, which reminds me of being back at my grandparents' house, talking to my grandfather as he would make homemade porridge. I absolutely love this scent. It will be forever in my Scentsy club. So I had what was left of these running through the kitchen, and it was absolutely beautiful. Yuzu Dragon. So this was our Scentsy Club exclusive scent here in Australia. When we had 10 exclusive scents, we could pop into Scentsy Club through Bring Back My Bar. So I warmed that with the last lot of my bar from Brayburn, which was just a general Scentsy Club scent, I believe. So this has got a little bit more of an apple. It's a little bit more perfumey, whereas Yuzu Dragon is a little bit more tropical fruity. Now, I really enjoyed these, but I did end up taking Yuzu Dragon out of my club because as much as I enjoyed it, there are a lot of other tropical scents out there that I enjoy more. I will say though that this performed bangarang in my open concept area, and a lot of tropical scents I find to be on the lighter side, but this performed really well as an open concept scent, and it was really enjoyable. It's actually still going at the moment. I think I'm on to day 3 or 4. I might be on to day 4. It's very light now, so my warmers are ready to be changed out, but I just haven't got around to doing it. But 3 to 4 solid days out of this in open concept area, I'm not complaining. So, blue raspberry ice. I had a few cubes left of this. I think this went into my daughter's room from memory. This was a previous Bring Back My Bar, and when it originally came out as Bring Back My Bar, it was during our winter season, and it's the type of scent that I wouldn't warm in winter. It's got like a sorbet type smell to me. It smells like those white ice blocks you can get from the supermarket. Sticky, citrusy, sweet, white ice blocks. Didn't go in my Scentsy club. Was holding on to it because it was the wrong time of year when it came out in Bring Back My Bar. So we've now used up the last of blue raspberry ice. So, one that is available in the catalogue, Be Fabulous. So this went into the open concept area along with one of my beloved Monsters Inc. bars. Monsters Inc. was originally in my Scentsy club, no longer is. I think I'm down to one Monsters Inc. left because I have slowly been dwindling through my stash. So, Be Fabulous was probably the scent that actually made me take notice of the citrus family. Until then, I'm like, I don't like citrus. I hate citrus. I'm not a citrus fan. I'm not even going to look at the citrus family. It came out as a scent of the month in April of 2020, and I was surprised. I got it in a whiff box, so I probably wouldn't have even purchased it except for that I got it in the whiff box. It's grapefruit, limoncello, and musk. So it is bright. It is vibrant. It is fruity. It is zingy. It's happy. And it's kind of like a racehorse. When I pop it in my open concept area, it comes bounding out of the gate, super fast and super strong. And then within a day, as it gets to the final yard, it tires out and fizzles out. But while it's going, it's really, really enjoyable. It goes into my Scentsy club at the end of every season when it retires, because I never want to be without it. This is a citrus scent that I really do enjoy in summer. So I had it going alternating with Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. has very similar notes, but it's a little bit sweeter to me, a little bit more sugary to me, a little bit more lighter to me, but they complement each other really well. I feel if you missed out on Monsters Inc., Be Fabulous is quite close to what Monsters Inc. would smell like. So I also had going in the open concept area 2 bars of Perfect Peppermint. So these were my last bars of Perfect Peppermint that came in 2020's Scents of the Season kit. So I was holding on to them because we don't get many pepperminty scents here in Australia. I'm not going to say it's my favourite peppermint scent, but sometimes I'm in the mood for a peppermint scent, which was what kind of why I was holding on to these 2 bars. But I did break out and use them. I wanted something refreshing and cleansing to reset the house. To me, this is kind of a little bit of a toothpastey mint. It's a little bit sharper than a mint that I enjoy. I kind of like a little bit of sweetness, but it was really enjoyable, and sometimes I'm just in the mood for mint. Speaking of mint, in the bedroom I had going Olaf Warm Hugs. So this is a softer mint, it's a sweeter mint. If I were to put this in my open concept area, it would get lost. But in my bedroom, I had this nice, soft, sweet buttermint hum in the background area. So it is one of those scents you need in a closed area because it is really soft. I have this in my Scentsy club because I do enjoy a soft scent occasionally. Okay, so next we're going to talk about Star Wars. So I did in the boys' room and in the laundry and the bathroom, mixed together the dark side and the light side of the Force. So the light side of the Force is very fresh, very aquatic. The dark side of the Force is a little bit more deeper, a little bit more colonia. I really love it when they mix. I know my sister loves the dark side of the Force. Every time Star Wars gets re-released, she always grabs a bundle and save of just the dark side of the Force. I prefer the light side of the Force, but a lot of the time I really like mixing them together. So we have this running joke that we're in battled against each other, the light side and the dark side. So the next one I want, this was in my bedroom, and this is Pacific Sandalwood. My 10-year-old and I fight over this scent. I usually have to put a few in my Scentsy club each quarter so we can both get our enjoyment out of this. This is warm, it's romantic, it's soft, it's cozy, it's perfumey. When I smell this, I kind of get a little bit of a caramelly note. There's no caramel in it. It has a vanilla in it, but I think that combination of that sandalwood and that deepness and warmth kind of gives me this caramel-esque essence and vibe. This is a scent I will never be without. Another scent I will never be without that I have to have 2 come every 3 months in my Scentsy club is Love Story. So this was also in my bedroom. So this is amber, jasmine and chocolate. I don't get chocolate. I get that warm, deep, perfumey amber mixed with the sweetness of the jasmine, and then there is a bit of depth and a bit of richness, and I think that depth and richness is what's coming from the dark chocolate. So you're not smelling the dark chocolate, it's just adding a little bit of depth, a little bit of richness to that beautiful scent. It is a light performer. I wouldn't recommend it for open concept areas, but for a bedroom, really pretty. So I had going in the lounge room area of Open Concept Oodles of Orange. This was another Scentsy Club exclusive bar here in Australia. And it's basically a mixture of all orange coloured fruits. But when I don't think it even has orange in it. I think it's like a mixture of all your tropical orange fruits. But when I smell it, I get orange. I get like one of those mixed orange mango or tropical juices you buy from the fridge. I have heard so many people rave about how wonderful it is. It is Open Concept area worthy. It does work well in Open Concept area, but I think because I'm not the biggest citrus fan, to me it was just meh. It was just something. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really enjoy it. So I ended up deleting that out of my Scentsy Club. Won't be a repurchase for me. And because I did find it a little bit too citrus forward for me with not enough sweetness. So what I did in the kitchen at the same time was I warmed a bar of Clementine Cupcake. So this is new to our catalogue now, available now. I love this scent. We don't get many bakery here in Australia, so when we do, I tend to lap them up, particularly if it's a bakery I feel that doesn't work just for winter. I tend to warm more bakery in winter because they are richer, they are heavier, a little bit more decadent and sweeter and cloying. This is a rich, heavy cupcake, but that clementine in this, I feel just brightens it up enough that this scent could be warmed all year round. So I have in here a pod pack of Go-Go Mango. I think that's just to remind me that Go-Go Mango has almost lost its scent in the laundry and needs to be changed out soon too. So they were the waxes I went through for this week. Now finally we're down to the last bit of my empties box, and these are the oils that I have been diffusing and enjoying the last week. So along with my gorgeous peppermint scents, I of course had to diffuse some peppermint and vanilla to keep that bright, fresh peppermint vibe going. So in the bedroom, I diffuse a bit of Jasmine and Birchwood. So this is a really nice, woodsy, slightly perfumey bedroom scent that I really love to diffuse with particular. I like to find with my oil something that's complementary with my wax. So I think I had that going with Pacific Sandalwood. So grapefruit and passion flower. This is a discontinued oil here in Australia. It discontinued with our last catalogue. So I had that going with Yuzu Dragon and Brayburn. So I was diffusing this. It's a very tropical, very fruity type oil. Wild coconut and sugar cane. So this is new to our catalogue. I think if you were missing coconut sugar, you would really enjoy wild coconut sugar cane. It's very sweet, coconutty and sugary. And I can't remember what I had that going with. I actually might have had that going with Pacific Sandalwood and then Jasmine and Birchwood go in with Love Story. I can't remember which way I had it going. But these were going in my bedroom when I was warming those woodsy, earthy, romantic, perfumey scents anyway. And pineapple, coconut and lime. So this discontinued quite a while ago. This came in probably my first transition oil when I brought the full oil kit when I first started in 2020. So I think it discontinued with my first catalogue changeover in 2020. So normally I would diffuse this when I'm diffusing cocoa, lime and pina colada and those type of scents, but there wasn't much left in this, so I decided to use it up. And I think it might have been when I was doing Be Fabulous and Monsters ink when I actually used up pineapple, coconut and lime. So that was my empties of what I chose to warm, use, diffuse in Vendor Week. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I will be back on soon to film my melting basket of what I plan on melting going forward. I hope you're all doing well. What were you getting through? What were your favorites? I would love to know. Until then, bye for now.